So tell me about a team that it's great having Connor McDavid on the team. He's the best player in the world. But then when you don't have him, what's the process of a team figuring out, who picks up what slack and where?
I think, when you have a player of that caliber, it's not like he comes out of the lineup and somebody steps in for his place. I think it just comes down to our team play, and I think that's what we've done a good job of building. And so for us, tonight and when we're missing him is, just focusing on, how we play as a group and making sure every guy kind of brings their game to the table.
You hold Washington to 11 even strength shots the other day. It's hard to pick a lot wrong with that game, except for the fact you didn't win it. What would you do differently in a game where you guys played fairly well?
Well, yeah, it was. I thought we played well. I mean, we limited their chances. We created a lot. I thought. Obviously, I think that we could have done a better job of capitalizing on our chances. A couple times pucks are laying in the crease, getting there, but. Overall, there's a lot to like, especially from the defensive side of things. So, it's about the process in here, and so continue to build and get better.
You guys battled against this team in the playoffs, and it can get physical, and I'm not talking about fighting or anything like that, but does it matter in these matchups to make sure that your group is stiff enough physically that you guys do make sure that you are pushing back hard physically?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's important. Obviously, we're not scared in there. We can play just as hard as any group, but I think what sets us apart is our puck play. So, with that being said, it's important to establish ourselves physically and making sure that they have to stop their feet, especially their top players, and that it's a muddy track for them. But at the same time, not letting what makes our group so good slip away, and making sure that our puck play is good. And sometimes those don't go always hand in hand. Sometimes when you're looking to get hits and looking to chase the game a little bit, you end up chasing the game. So the priority for us is playing with the puck, and making it tough on them when they do have it.
Yeah, it's not something that you guys naturally come out and just do every single night, right? It's not necessarily the way your team is built, but what's the mechanism for, like, when you guys understand, okay, this is a night where we got to dig in a different way? How's that communicated? How do you do that as a group?
Well, I think it's picking your spots. When you have a chance to bury a guy, you bury him, and when you have a chance to get some skin, you do. And and like I said, making sure that's not taken away from our team identity, which has made us so good, which is positional play and puck play. So. No matter who we play, that's got to be the principle for us, is making sure that we're sticking to our identity and we're not shifting based on, if some team wants to come in and get as many hits as possible. I mean, sometimes that opens up more ice for us. So, sticking to our identity.
Do you like having this rematch this quick?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I think we all love playing the Canucks. I mean, it's it's a rivalry group especially after the tough series that we had last year. The emotions are always high, and so those are the games you want to be a part of. So, especially kind of how the last game ended. I'm sure every guy in there will be ready to go.
Is there an emotional danger of having it this quick? Can you keep things a little under control?
Yeah, I think that's where the maturity of our group will be important tonight. And like you said, I think there's definitely that element. You see your captain get cross-checked. Obviously, doesn't sit well with a lot of our group, and we'll be ready to play. But it's obviously it's important to like we talked about, play with the puck and make sure we're doing what we need to do to stick to our identity, and we'll pick our spots.
Does this whole thing have a playoff backdrop slowly rising behind it?
Well, I mean, we're on the heels of a pretty intense series. I mean, 7 games. Last year, it was a tough series. It was hostile in both rinks, and so, there's definitely there's risen emotion between our groups, and so it's these are fun ones playing.